This table is very good, made with a two-sided paper. It's nice to have a pattern on the top, but it's hard to see the creases in a pattern, and it's easier to demonstrate with plain colors. I'm going to use red as the tabletop color, and yellow will be the bottom of the table. So first I want to make a couple of mountain creases on the red side. Just about a quarter of the way in, no more. And then fold the edges right up to those creases. Come on there. And now do it again in the other direction. This time we have the quarter creases marking the limit of this crease, so we can get it a little closer. And fold the edges up to that mark. This seems a little bit off on this side. A little correction there. Okay. Now I'm going to fold the corners up to the intersections of those quarter creases. You can fold just across between the creases, or you can go all the way across. It doesn't really make much difference. It's actually a little easier to do some of the later steps if you fold all the way across. But you can do the twist without folding all the way. Since it doesn't matter, I'm going all the way across. Now I do want one more set of creases. These corner squares would like to have a diagonal fold in them, so I can put the other corners together and zip and zip. This is going to help form the legs. Okay, now we got this nice square in the center with the original marking creases going right to the corners of it. This is something you get the hang of after a while. If the creases are properly done, it should fold together pretty easily. Now, here's where this diagonal comes into play. Bring this flap up and squash it. And the next one, squash-a-rooney. Yeah, a little break on the corner. This paper is a tad brittle. You have to watch for that. But that isn't going to be very crucial. stroking it a little bit before bringing it down helps. A little slow and easy. Now this has to be moved over so I can get at this one. Bring it up and there we go. These little triangles are going to be legs. Both ways. Now this corner, this one good thing about doing that, marking the square crease all the way across, you end up with this crease that these corners fold in on very easily. So, oops, don't get in the way, please. This one is quite a few layers. They do tend to get a little ornery. Fold that back over there to hold it down. Next one. Fold over. And the last one. And most of them are behaving pretty well. Okay, now we got this nice little pinwheel, and these leg flaps I'm going to crease like so, because they're going to be squashed. And the pre-crease helps to make it nice and symmetrical. Open it up. And pull that a little some to there it is. Let's see, the crease is lined up with the corner. That looks nasty. Once the squash is done, those folded in corners are locked down. This is one of those models that locks itself up as it goes along. Now, fold these in. Got to get a good crease in there. Be as tight as possible up here and very much to the corner there. Got off to on the wrong foot, that one did. It's special because it's the last one. It does. Open them up. Turn it over again. And now watch these petal folds just make themselves because of the pre-folding. So there, Robert Lang. It is good to pre-fold a petal. A little kink in that one. A little kink, did I say? That's a big kink. Hey there. Naughty paper. Well, uh-oh. Very naughty paper. Well, what can I say? The cheap Tuttle papers are excellent for playing around and developing things. They have a whole lot of durability. And pull that up nice and tight. Next step, a rabbit ear. From the edge straight over to the other side and crease it hard at the corner, and then the other one. Bring that over to the other corner, but only crease it on that side because you don't need the extra creases going across. Make sure this folds together very close. And voila, there's a leg. This one, because of this little disaster here, would be a good candidate for making an octagonal table out of. In order to do that, I think it's best to first make the rabbit ears anyway. I'll get done with this in a second. Ooh, what are you doing? This piece of paper is in a bad mood, I'll tell you. Okay, so there is your basic table with the nice little leggies. Now if you want to make an octagon like this one, first thing is to relax these rabbit ears into an unfolded state again. Then fold the corner in. It's not the easiest thing because it's quite a few layers. that a good crunching. And then you just bring up the rabbit ear again and pinch it right over that folded in corner. And it holds the corner right together. A little better paper and this would be even nicer. It's cool to make with metallic paper and foil because you can have a plain colored tabletop with metal legs, which looks pretty cool. See, that corner was in much better shape. There. And although this locks together quite well, I think that if you're going to give these out to your non-folding friends to play with, a little glue might be a good idea. In the octagon model, the legs stick out a little bit farther, making it even more stable table. Well, stack the tables and close the video.